It's Kano.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. We can see it. Please. Ludmila, how much time do you need to present your material?
I hope I will try to take your time not more than 10 minutes.
You have 15 minutes, so
Okay.
please you take your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Go
so
ahead.
much, dear colleagues. First of all, I would thank the organizers of this conference and for the opportunity to talk about the system for diagnostics of critical technical systems as an element of risk monitoring. The most important role in ensuring the quality and reliability of high-tech products is played by control and measurement equipment and instrument systems in which the means of measuring and controlling the functional parameters of these products occupy a special position. In the majority of scientific works, attention is mainly paid to measuring systems of various types, and they allow us for obtaining and accumulating information about the parameters of a complex technical system with more accurate characteristics of a middle-class measuring instrument system with the use of computer error correction, process data storage, and measurement results. However, the requirements for the accuracy of measurement by remote instrument systems lead to the need to improve the methods and means of measuring the stress-strain state in order to obtain reliable models of the obtained values, taking into account the operating conditions. Therefore, in current conditions, the question of creating highly intelligent instrument system that contain, unlike classical instrument information and measurement systems, a database, a knowledge base, a computing and measurement complex with automated verification units, etc., is acute. The research task is to assess the resource of potentially unsafe engineering problems at the design state, assess and predict the surplus resource in this process of operation, and continue to term of operation and survive after the completion of the operation normative term. The operation of complex critical technical system is characterized by various impacts, which lead to the degradation of structural materials and exhaustion of the resource of the structure. In order for technical objects to meet the current level of scientific and technical progress, they must be endowed with a high reliability. The basis for this is set of measure applied at the stage of design, manufacture, installation, and operation. In the figure on the slide, I offer a block scheme for risk management in complex critical technical systems. The modern development of the fundamental theory of resource and safety substantiates the need to replace existing traditional approaches to insurance, the required conditions for the safe operation of potentially hazardous facilities or with new promising ones. They should be based on the normalized parameters of the resource, risks, and safety, justified by criteria of reliability, strength, and survivability. At the same time, the key factor in solving this problem is the use of the concept of diagnosing the state of functioning objects of the complex critical technical systems and monitoring the risks of emergency situations, which based on the diagnostics and monitoring of the basic parameters of the state of the objects under consideration during operation and on a comprehensive analysis of the results obtained our results. The scientific and methodological basis for the creations of technical diagnostics for complex critical technical systems and their protection is the theory of risk. When determine object's risk, the fundamental laws of physics, chemistry, and mechanics of catastrophes are used in a deterministic and probabilistic formulation. These patterns described the temporal kinetics and dynamics of the undetermined damage processing in normal and emergency situations, which lead into the scenario constructions of the change in the states of complex technical systems. At the same time, one of the main provisions of such a risk analysis is postulate of occurrence and development of mechanical damage in load-bearing elements ending in their destruction in particular or complete. Automated model verification complex are an important tool for research, testing, and verification of information and measuring instrument control systems, navigation, mechanical engineering, and other branches of technology. In comparison with the mathematical modeling, natural studies provide a much higher degree of reliability of estimates of system parameters than the effects simulated in such automated model verification complexes are closer to operational ones. After a series of experimental tests, as a result of which an assessment of the state of the system under study is determined, the parameters of the later can be optimized in accordance with the objective function. In the figure on the slide, you can see the structure of research objects during testing which is presented. The impact in a complex of immeasurable disturbance and noise leads to measurement errors, the magnitude of which decrease with an increase in the number of experiments are described by posteriori probability distribution density, which is shown on this slide. In the figure on the slide, the model of the verification complex of the instrument system is presented, and in the case of automated verification of measuring devices, the method of calibrated signals is most often used. The highest level of automation of verification using calibrators is achieved when using a software-controlled measure. As shown in the figure, the signal from a personal computer-controlled measure is applied to the measuring instrument. The signal observed at the output of the tester is converted into digital code and compared with the code of the test signal. Based on the comparison of the codes, the error at a certain point of the measurement range is determined. The procedure according to which the processing of measurement results is carried out according to a certain software algorithm is repeated at each reliable point of the scale of the measuring instrument. Verification of the methods of standard instrument consists of the fact that an calibrated signal is applied to the verification instrument system, the value of which is automatically set by measuring device of the instrument system to the verification mark of the scale. This signal value is measured by reference measuring device. The value of the signal from the measuring device and the sample is processing using a computer in order to calculate the metrological characteristics of the calibration device. Measuring transducer can also be trusted in such an installation. Signals specified in the regulatory documentation are sent to the input of the converter, to the trusted converter. The optimal method of verification will be when the quality of verification of measuring instruments will increase, while the cost of verification are reduced. As a conclusion, we can say that such principles and systems provide for pairing dangerous processes at the stage of occurrence and development of emergency situations by uncontrolled changes in the work processes themselves, as well as accompanying natural, physical, chemical, and mechanical process such as convection, mass, heat transfers, chemical and biological reactions, breaking, destruction, damping, etc. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thanks, Ludmila, for your presentation. I guess we have definitely some questions. Colleagues? Yes, Vyacheslav, please go ahead.
Thanks very much for your presentation. My question is, who are customers of such result? Because we understand that the top-level analysis of critical infrastructure. And for example, if you talk about nuclear power plants or any other critical manufacturer, how we can apply this result? For example, system, post-monitoring accident system, or any other one.
Thank you for your question. Maybe firstly, I needed to introduce myself, and I would say that I'm used to work in different spheres. It's my destiny.
A lot of
yes, and I'm sure that the methods of risk monitoring of in the field of strains and strain states and deformation states are spread in different fields of study and different technologies, such as, please look at the slide number 2. and you can see it can be used in hydrotechnical structures, in nuclear objects, in aviation technologies, and even for entertainment objects.
I see. Your main customers can be Ministry of Accidents situation or something else. Yes, because
yes, exactly.
I don't understand how we can compare, for example, plane and bridge or any other thing. I understand that there are general common principles to assess, to predict, and so on. Okay, and other questions concerning your 3 points where you thought about monitoring, diagnostics, and detection. I think in 3 very crossing issues. Hence, what is the logic of relationship between detection, monitoring, and diagnostics? Thank you.
Thank you for the next question, and thank you for emphasizing of these approaches, and this is this is not just mind logic. This is a theory of risks, and I'm not it's not my theory. It's a general theory of risks, and this is the basis approach in this theory. And also, I'm interested in the theory of reliability, and what I see and what my experience, such theories like the theory of risks and the theory of reliability can be applied in different fields of study. For example, when I started to consider the theory of reliability for hydrotechnical structures, I started from looking over papers in reliability of electricity, because of it begins from electricity.
Okay, thank you, Hans. Maybe it would be more easy for our presentation, because we will talk about comparativistic in different critical domains. Hence, you consider that reliability of such different objects are the same, or the same theory can be applied. It's understand. We work in area reliability and zero risk a lot of time, but question is how we can apply such approach for concrete object, to formulate concrete recommendation for engineers, for regulators, and so on. Thank you. It is not question. It's maybe more comments.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm interested in concrete, so I will read your papers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Colleague, do you have any other question, comments to Ludmila?
I haven't any comments.
I see now, Ludmila, I have simple question for you to answer, if you don't mind, because I just would like to answer this question. So I'd like to make some kind of step back to like initial point to your research. Look, we have many industry with which quite risky, quite hazardous, and also we have many information and control system which are implemented to overlook these processes, to make sure everything like is good, process parameters are okay. So it means they controlling process by some kind of signaling and etc. It's in the same time they controlling the risk related to this process. It's main point. The second point, the system have self-diagnostic, so it means they could monitor itself. And what's wrong with the system? Why you decided to go and find the way to like bring to the surface some kind of new diagnostic system, some kind of what's wrong with the existing INC system, which actually do some kind of risk monitoring and diagnostic and whatever? Could you explain? Because it's for me, it's like, okay, we going on the left because current INC system, which actually controlling the risky processes, are not good enough. But why is they not good enough? Well, maybe some kind of misconception of your idea. Could you comment on that somehow?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised of such comment. Can you see how many bridges, for example, in Kiev, ruined for little time? And you can talk about that fact that we have a good system for monitoring. What about bridges?
Oh, so it means
Ukraine. I'm about before war.
Yeah, because I saw like on this, for example, slide, you like presented some airplanes, so aircraft. So maybe, but it's a different case. If you're talking about bridges,
please land for Earth, land for Earth, and look around our environmental. We have many problems with monitoring of different critical technical structures. Yes, of course, the space technology and aviation technology and nuclear technologies are developed in our country, but what about other technologies?
So it means you're saying right now you focus is a little bit different than nuclear and aerospace and chemical industry, whatever. So you're trying to, as you said, stand on the land on 2 feet and just to resolve simple problems related to like critical infrastructure, which like bridging and some technical system. But it's not about nuclear, it's not about aircrafts, it's not about chemical industry, right? It's a little bit different way. Am I right?
Yes, my experience allows me to tell about this because, for example, I came to the National Aviation University from National University of Water Management and Environmental Engineering, so I can compare.
Yeah, okay, I understand. So it's a good idea, I guess, which Lars talked about, that to look inside some kind of heritage from other industry, like nuclear, aviation, and chemicals, so any hazardous industry, and find out some kind of answer just to not develop the, let's say, bicycle again, just take some kind of solution from the shelf. Well, look on that. It's just comments. Thank you.
This is problem not for Ukraine. For example, now when I have an internship in Penn State University, USA, they have the same problem.
Okay, thank you so much for your comments.
Thank you.
If we don't have any other comments, equation colleagues, let me invite